Saul of Tarsus was a man on a mission of destruction. He hated followers of Jesus, dragging men and women out of their homes, binding them, and delivering them to prison. But on one fateful journey to Damascus, everything changed. The question is, what exactly did Saul see that day? The book of Acts tells us Saul was suddenly surrounded by a light from heaven, brighter than the sun. This wasn't a natural flash or an illusion, it was the overwhelming glory of the risen Christ breaking through the physical world. Saul wasn't just startled, he was blinded, overwhelmed by divine presence. He heard a voice, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" Notice the words. Jesus doesn't say, "Why are you persecuting my followers?" He says, "Why are you persecuting me?" Revealing a deep spiritual truth. When the church suffers, Christ himself suffers with us. But what exactly did Saul see? Some say it was just a vision, but Scripture makes it clear. This was no ordinary dream. In Acts 9, Saul's companions saw the blinding light too, though they didn't hear the words as clearly. In Acts 22, Paul himself later testifies that he saw Jesus Christ, alive, glorified, shining in heavenly light. This moment was more than sight, it was revelation. Saul saw the one he thought was dead, standing in heavenly glory, proving once and for all that Jesus was not a false teacher, not a failed Messiah, but the Lord of heaven and earth. That encounter left Saul physically blind for 3 days, but spiritually, it opened his eyes forever. From that point on, Saul the persecutor became Paul the apostle, the man who would write much of the New Testament, spread the gospel across nations, and testify with his life that he had truly seen the risen Christ. So what did Saul see on the road to Damascus? He saw the living Jesus, the light of the world that shatters darkness, the voice of truth that transforms enemies into disciples, the glory of God that changes a man's destiny forever, and that same Jesus still reveals himself today. Not always in blinding light, but in the quiet whisper of his Spirit, in the power of his word, and in the transformation of hearts that turn to him. The road to Damascus is more than a story of one man's conversion. It's a reminder that no one is too far gone, no heart is too hardened, and no past is too dark for the light of Christ to break through. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Bible revelations that inspire and transform.